7 Days to Die is a Minecraft-style survival horror game. As you use tools, craft items, and slay zombies, your skills and character levels up, making your survival chances in the survival horror game even that much greater. But unfortunately, 7 Days to Die puts more emphasis on survival than it does the horror or the game aspect. This game moves at the pace of a slug. What makes Minecraft so great is that while it is also a survival game about crafting and surviving from random attacks, it moves at a fairly quick pace. You can build a shovel and dig a temporary shelter with sufficient lighting before the sun falls on your initial spawn. Minecraft also makes essentials like a forge or torches very accessible from the jump. 7 Days to Die goes against all of this. For starters, this is no Minecraft other than the basic idea of gather materials, craft with those materials, and try not to die while you do this. But building, crafting, combat, and scavenging all suffer due to the pacing this game has. You collect items and build at a crawl. You can definitely build a shovel and axe fairly quickly as there are basic crafting materials like rocks and trees everywhere. But once you go to dig a shelter, you'll quickly realize building in this world is going to be a chore. You can't swiftly build an underground shelter to revisit after a day of hunting and looking for supplies to slowly build a thriving chunk of land. It's going to take days upon days. You're better off finding a cabin around essential resources and rebuilding, which honestly takes away the joy of owning the procedurally generated or handcrafted land you spawn into. There's no fun in upgrading something already built, but thanks to how long it takes to destroy a block of dirt, even with the hardness level turned down, you have no other choice. You can of course make a building out of wood, as wood collecting is fairly easy, but with how often your tools break, wood is a valuable resource that you might as well collect to again just rebuild an already built home. The hunger and thirst system in this game also hinders creativity, as you never feel like you have time to really do anything other than find drinks and food. During my time playing, I found a cornfield behind a cabin for food, but I had no water source. To make drinks, I needed glass jars that I for the life of me couldn't find. Luckily, these glass jars can be crafted, but to do that, I needed to craft a forge, a basic essential. But the crafting materials for this forge isn't so basic. I needed to go hunt animals, while my character's dying of thirst. Life slowly draining, I had to hunt animals that are practically non-existent in this world. There are deer, rabbits, bears, dogs, but good luck finding them. Which again brings me back to Minecraft. Animals are needed for basic armor in that game and food, so they're reasonably findable. They aren't crawling all over the place, but if you actively look, you'll find some. That isn't the case here. A material you need for essential basics to craft an item needed to create glass so your character doesn't die of thirst is made unreasonably inaccessible. I was in game for 6 real hours and still didn't have the materials for a forge. My tools and characters were just as basic as a fresh spawn. I felt no sense of progression at all, which in turn leaves me feeling frustrated. Like I'm getting nowhere in this game. I eventually started thinking, what's the point? I can't reasonably craft. I can't build tunnel systems for materials. I have no source of water. What am I supposed to do other than not die? There's such a deep crafting system here. The idea of a massive scavenging hunt is a joy.